It's a magic wishing apple.
Walt Disney premiered Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on a late December night in 1937, with a nationwide release in February of 1938. It was critically acclaimed and a commercial success, thrusting the Walt Disney Productions into the animation powerhouse we all know and love today. It took a lot of planning to get the movie just right, as an animated full-length feature had yet to come out at this point. And with a budget of $1.5 million, Walt and his animators worked endlessly for 3 years to get the story just right, with the storyline originally focusing on the Seven Dwarfs as opposed to Snow White and the Queen. Now, unlike previous iterations and stories about Snow White, Walt insisted that all 7 of the dwarfs have distinctive personalities with their names actually reflecting their traits. And ultimately that idea stuck, and we were given Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, and Dopey. However, during production, there were several ideas for dwarfs that ultimately got scrapped along production. Some so shocking, it is no surprise that they were cut. Okay, I have a cold, but I'm gonna run right through these. Here we go. Silly, Sappy, Scrappy, Snappy, Snoopy, Goopy, Gloomy, Gaspy, Gabby, Blabby, Flabby, Crabby, Cranky, Lazy, Dizzy, Dippy, Dumpy, Snurfles, Dirty, Deafy, Daffy, Doleful, Woeful, Wistful, Soulful, Helpful, Awful, Graceful, Tearful, Tubby, Weepy, Wheezy, Sneezy, Wheezy, Sneezy, Uppy, Stuffy, Strutty, Storty, Shifty, Thrifty, Nifty, Hotsy, Hungry, Hickey, Hoppy, Jumpy, Jaunty, Jazzy, Chesty, Busy, Burpy, Baldy, Biggy, Wiggy, Big O Ego, and my personal favorite, Slutty. So like I was saying, there is no surprise why some of these didn't make the cut. I'm sure a lot of these were just tossed around by name, not making it far into production, but there was an exception for a few. Take for instance Deffy, who made it all the way to a 1936 draft for the film. He was written as a comical and sweet character, however oftentimes clashing with Grumpy. A lot of times he wouldn't hear everything in a conversation and would misinterpret things, leading him to completely change the topic of discussion, hence really making Grumpy grumpy. Then there was Awful, who made it into a 1935 draft. Known to steal, drink, and was oftentimes filthy. He was written as self-loathing and very sarcastic with the other dwarfs and other characters. Awful does sound pretty awful. And lastly, there was Baldy, who was a bashful, floppy-eared dwarf that giggled and gets red in the face. Now, this character was in a very early draft of the script in 1934 and seems to have been an early version of both Bashful and Dopey. Now, clearly there's a reason why these were all scrapped, because here we are 80 years later still celebrating this iconic film with the iconic characters that were chosen. Oh god. And that's pretty much all I have for this episode. Thank you guys for checking out Scrapped. We are still running our Super Mario Odyssey giveaway, which ends March 1st. So if you'd like a chance to win a copy of that game, click the video link for details. And I'm going to have some cold medication. Whew. Thank you guys for watching today. You are all seriously the best. My name is Chris, and you have just been crisscrossed. Peace out.